Hello everybody, welcome to part 13 in the finale of my Banjo-Kazooie walkthrough. And I actually forgot to do something in Clockwork Wood that will obviously need to be done before you beat Gruntilda. And if you followed my walkthrough, we haven't stomped on the Grunty switch for Clockwork Wood. I actually didn't even remember about it, and that's the reason why I didn't do it. And I will show you guys where it is. We only have 11 red feathers, but I'll show you guys where it is real quick and get that before I cut it to where we fight Grunty for the second, or for the first time I should say, and have a little bit of fun. That right there is obviously the switch, and now we'll need to go into summer, or I mean spring I should say, because in order to get the Jiggy we'll need the bee transformation. So I will see you in spring. Alright guys, so I'll probably just cut right there. As the bee, we'll need to exit the level, because if you are following my walkthrough and you guys just stomp onto the Grunty switch, here's the Jiggy right here. As I messed up a little bit. So that's definitely not helping me out. There we go. Alright guys, so that's the last Jiggy of this entire game, luckily. I actually recorded myself before this, but I didn't get the last Jiggy and I just messed up the entire thing, so here we have the last Jiggy, and I will show you guys why we needed this and why it's very, very wise to get it in my later on in this part. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alright everybody, I'll probably just cut right there. Let's go ahead and step into here. And a little just wanted to say before I do go ahead and start the first little bit of a battle, check out Friends of G3. They are friends of mine and Lefham's. Really cool guys that you guys should check out and watch some of their videos and see how you like theirs. They do gaming reviews and of that sort. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop into here. Alright, so before I do start, let's go ahead and come over here and activate this cauldron. Alright, with that activated, as you can tell, there's different questions on here. All of them are different stuff. Let's go ahead and do the first one now. And that's obviously a bunch of flowers. Let's go ahead and do it. That is... oh crap. It looks like Bubblewood Swamp. Yes it is. Sweet. Alright, so for these right here... I think she'll say it, never mind. Alright, so this is why we went to Gruntilda and why you should have wrote down everything that she said to you. And hopefully I'll know this answer. What do I take to bed at night? She takes my dirty underwear. It's a good thing I'm remembering that too. Alright, so I recommend leaving the energy there, obviously. What does he do? He is a garbage grinder. Alright, so these are time things, and I'll see which one I get. Alright, so this is probably the same one every time. And you'll see what this one is. See if we can get him. See if we can't beat him. So not much of a problem, obviously. Pretty easy. For some reason, this timer right here is always the same minigame. Pretty easy, but you might have trouble with it. That looks like the note on the back of a certain turtle. So pretty easy so far. These squares right here, if you lose on those, you will instantly die. So be careful on those. And we'll see what question I get when I go on that. Hopefully I don't die. Third funnel. Huh. Alright, so this is obviously either music or it's their voice. And that's a certain walrus named Waza. Alright, if I do lose at this, I'll probably end up cutting up to this part right here, most likely anyways, or wherever I do die, that's where I'll cut up to. Grunty's favorite drink. Smoothie elephant sweat. I think I remember that because I kind of forgot about that. Here's another secret right here. Color I choose. Ghastly gray. So we're doing pretty well so far, but don't let this get to your heads if you're just like me. Any of those red squares will kill you, so be very careful about that. It is a magic carpet, of course. That is Mademoiselle Mansion. It's the floor in the shed. So we've got right here. That is Mumbo's Mountain, of course. Oh. Let's see what this is right here. That's easy. Shaman's token. Alright, so we're doing pretty well. Not much left, but like I said, don't get it to your head. Don't let it get to your head anyways. You can lose at any of those. Your jump attack is called the red attack wrap. Alright, so this right here, I've been getting different things. Hopefully I'll get a very easy one. Alright, this one sucked for me, but I'll try my best at it. I do recommend getting 10 red feathers or gold feathers when you try to beat her for the first time, just for that certain time trial. When your air meter's on the screen, how many segments can you get? 6 of them. Alright, and a little tip. They will ask you questions that are totally not going to be in your mind, so prepare for that, but hopefully I don't get any, or it will suck. What was the giant armored creature? A giant hermit crab. So far so good. Hopefully I can get this right too. I'm hot. What did I do on the covert shot? I believe she sat on her broomstick. Sweet. I might need that, so. Fire pit. That's Freezy Easy Peek. Alright, so we have one more red skull spot right there. Hopefully I can get that right, but if I don't, obviously, I'll have to cut all the way back up to here. we'll see very soon. What's the problem that makes him glum? He can't get into his house. Alright guys, 2 more. See if I can't get this on my first try. What have I got? By her bed, it's a loogie bush. Alright guys, this one last time. Hopefully I can get it right. In a pyramid, some tiles you match. Who's not? Oh, awesome, easy. And that is Gruntilda. Boom! Take the washer, or whatever that is. Alright, so there's gonna be 2 parts of credits. This is the first one. And then after we beat her for the second time, we'll see the second part of the credits. But I'll shut up for now. Banjo's gonna get drunk now. Yep, time to do it. For round number 2 now. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and come up here and get all the stuff that I need right before the final battle, and then I will probably cut. And there's obviously the yellow. Actually, I did not get the 4th quadrant. I don't even know where it is, to tell the truth. But we didn't need it anyway, so whatever. Alright, so we have that, the Air Force. I'll probably enter that after this. Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. We have to anyways. And with enough notes, we'll have these on the sides. And what these do, obviously, they are just replenish all of that, all of the red feathers and whatnot, just in case you start to lose to Gruntilda. Need those for sure. Alright, so over here. Now instead of 8, we have 16 bits of health. And if you have every Jiggy... Alright, so go ahead and talk with him, I guess. And surprisingly enough, she's actually really hard. Alright guys, so I'm gonna cut right there. And I'll see you guys in a second. Alright guys, so I probably just cut right there. I'm back from outer space. I mean, back from cutting just a second ago. And before we do go into the pot and shoot up to the roof, I need some gold feathers in me. She has a few phases that we go throughout the battle. The first one's pretty simple, but the trick here, and watch what I do, the trick is to not get hurt up until a little bit later on. That way you have a better chance of beating her. And I'll go into detail about that very soon, but let's shoot up and start the battle. Alright, so for the first bit is her on her broomstick and pretty much charging forward. The second time she charges, she rests a little bit, or her broomstick kind of loses its energy or something. The trick, obviously, like I said before, is to not get hurt up until a little bit later. And pretty much if you get hurt just from like right here, you have a less of a chance to beat her. And obviously you want to keep that health right there. And this attack right here is pretty much invincible attack, and you're going to want to basically just use a gold feather for it, or whenever you are. And right here, for some reason, she moves around when you hit her. Alright, there he goes. That's number one. But also, if you're like down right here, and say you jumped as soon as right here, you would be attacked, or you would be hurt from that fireball, which is kind of cheap, but you know, I didn't make the game, so. Alright, there we go, that's number two. The biggest problem of this entire part, well, besides, of course, the last bit, is the one after this right here. And that's where you have to fly. And I'll show you why in a minute why it's so difficult. There we go. Alright. This should be the last one right here. And she throws fireballs like crazy. She's trying to pretend she's Mario or something. Just try to dodge her as best as you can. And obviously if you fall off, so I just got hurt. Again, I just got hurt. Not good. There we go. Alright, now we are on phase 3. And this can be the most difficult part. Obviously, if you can't really fly really well, you might have trouble with this, but the trick is to A, avoid the back of her little broom, because it's pretty much counted as fire. And there we go. It's number one. You get to hit her 5 times, I believe. Obviously, if you touch her, which I just did, you get her as well. Obviously, fight or getting down there is the last thing you want to do. obviously getting hit by that will hurt you. Alright, it's number 3. That was close. Running out of red feathers now. Alright, there we go. Alright, actually I think it's 4 times it's hit. Yep, 4 times. Alright, this right here can actually be the most difficult part. If you're not having trouble flying, then this right here is... Oh, wrong attack. And hopefully I don't die right here, but this right here can suck because of how much she throws the fireballs at this spot. So just hope you can get some fireball or those eggs in it really quickly, and just keep going through them as fast as you can. And obviously, see how cheap that was? That's crap. Just number 2 right there. Obviously, this is not going well. It's pretty cheap how easy she can hit you. Like that. That's so cheap. It's not even funny. Alright, so that's all of them. And here is the last part. Alright, here we go. And this right here is going to be the most difficult part. It all is not getting hit by those and trying to activate it at the same time. I can tell it's... As you can tell, I'm not... I'll probably end up losing right here. See, I didn't even get hit right there. Alright guys, I'm not going to cut it right there after my first death, just to show you guys the tricks and whatnot of how to beat it. After this part I will, of course. And the Cheeto books, they give you twice as much, like red feathers goes up to 100. I think you've already talked about it before. If you need some, go ahead and do that. But personally, I beat her already without having used that, and it wasn't too much of a problem, but I must have just been lucky or something. But obviously, the second phase is where you're just not going to get hurt at all, and you can't even remotely move it. Alright, so I can't even hit her from that far. messed up. Alright, so I'm not even gonna try right there again. But, the big thing you want to do is not worry about her hitting you at the end. You're just going to want to pretty much just go on and aim correctly and try not to get hurt, I guess, but let's stop talking for a minute here. There we go, alright, so might as well take it, I guess. So here we go for the first right here. Obviously, like I said, you're not going to want to get hurt right here at all. Alright, so we just got our first time. Alright, there it goes. The fact that she knows. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright, so back to this. Of course, I'm gonna have to stay clear of her altogether and just. Alright, there we go. So number one. It's number two. Button mashing time. Let's see if we can get there this time. It's number three. Stop too short. Come on, one more time. That was close. Aha! So obviously just... See, that is so much bullshit. And that is where you're gonna get... Alright, so just like this, but obviously getting hurt like that, that is so cheap. I don't know why this final battle is so hard. In my opinion, she's not really that difficult. Obviously, unless you can dodge her fireballs, but obviously that right there, she throws it right in front of you instead of that you just seen. Come on. But this is right here is where you're gonna want to just don't worry about her attacking you. Just annihilate those little spots right in there and. See, obviously. It's one horde that they're done. Two done. So there we go. Pissed off right there. So just like that, you want to just stick to that game plan I just showed you, and you'll beat her. Oh shit. And she misses completely. And here we have credit number 2. Pretty soon anyways. She has some long legs, holy crap. Apparently he bought a jet ski with his money. Now we have all the enemies, or people that help you or something, I'm not really sure. That evil carrot monster. Dancing man. I didn't know that was what his name was. Some booger monsters. Grandpa. What a name. This is what I was talking about. This is the like the ice key, and we're about to see what else is up there. An egg. That's kind of weird. Awesome. Riding off to the sunset. And there you have it, the end of Banjo-Kazooie. Alright, so I think this is... Yep, it restarts. So guys, thanks for watching my Banjo-Kazooie walkthrough. and check out my Sly Cooper walkthrough that I'm posting Wednesday. And I'll talk a little bit about what I'm doing ahead of that, probably in part 1. But until then, hope you guys liked this walkthrough. If you liked it, check out my Sly Cooper walkthrough. And in October, the start of October, I will be doing Dead Space up until near the end, or whenever I beat Dead Space. And I think this music's climbing over me, but anyways, Dead Space, October for Halloween. And as soon as I'm finished with that, I'll be going back to Sly Cooper, or I'll probably just post them both together. But anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you Wednesday.